Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there and ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there.
And your Auburn
22.
First and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 20.
Carries the ball.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the sticks. It's Rhodes. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Now, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go. Off the huge gain, they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Pressure is coming. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run. Because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a 1st down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Rhodes. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he scores. Touchdown, Auburn. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Takes the handoff, takes to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has a great end.
He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. LSU now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive linemen, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
Quick throw to the left side. It was a wide-open receiver, complete. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. 4th down, the offense will go for it. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement.
Out.
And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Ball handed off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll try a pass here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Bringing pressure. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice... their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. So we're all tied up after that one. The potential shootout on our hands here.
And the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Trying to extend the play. He's going to take another shot right here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down and goal. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line. You get nothing on second down. Sets up a third and goal from the 2. Snags the quick throw. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offense. The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. 28. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, that is a first down in a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's now third down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense,
got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He's escaping the pocket now. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, LSU. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary, gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rhodes. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Powering through. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Looking for 6. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Or it's snapped to the back. Has the 1st down still on the move. Oh, it is a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us some arm strength. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fights through a tackle. That's a solid game there, showing off the stiff arm.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more.
He's got room looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line.
Going for a big play downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone. Offense in hurry-up mode. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they go in front here in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner trying to create good field position. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And this one is caught. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Caught quickly. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football to the 42.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And we're going to throw now on first down. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what, every time you think you've seen it all from this offensive coordinator, he comes up with something else. That is a gutsy play call this close to the goal line, but it nearly turned into 6. Now they're down to the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I'd take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create?
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
It is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags the good throw. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Tailback with another carry. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense really clicking. And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's running out of time here. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Hit as he gets the pass away. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Trying to extend the play.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here's the second down play. Secondary backed up off the ball now. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.